It's been another mild spring day across western Washington. Many folks have climbed into the 70s this afternoon. A few areas staying in the upper 60s, 69 here in Seattle. That is the average high for June 1st. 72 in Bremerton, 71 in Shelton, 69 in Everett. These are the high temperatures so far, so we have about another hour to add on maybe a degree or two to these temperatures. But overall, a pretty nice day with many areas at or above average. A nice change of pace compared to what we saw throughout the month of May and April. Still holding on to 69 degrees in Seattle. Partly sunny skies to mostly cloudy skies at times with a light south wind at 6 miles per hour. 73 in Arlington, 64 in Mount Vernon. Good afternoon in Forks, 59 degrees, 70 in Chehalis, 70 in Puyallup. So a very spring-like afternoon, which will transition into a spring-like evening. It has been a little bit cloudier out there today than what we saw yesterday, and there are some areas of patchy rain as well. Very light in nature, but there are some returns starting to show up, especially across central and southern parts of Puget Sound. You can see a few of these light rain showers that have worked their way through Seattle, now pushing up towards Shoreline and Everett, and even Bremerton. The Kitsap Peninsula is starting to see a little bit of this light activity. Again, this is going to be just light in nature, one or two drops hitting the windshield, and then it's going to move on out of the area. But everybody going to hold on to some of that thick cloud cover at times this afternoon and evening. A little bit of heavier activity for the Cascades, where we have a little more instability in the mountains. So we're getting those storms to pop out there with the afternoon heating. Notice around Gold Bar, we are seeing some of that activity. Currently, no lightning being detected, but if you are heading out along Highway 2, you could encounter some moderate rainfall, and this will continue to drift off toward the north and west, possibly impacting Everett, Marysville, Mount Vernon, as well as Bellingham if it's able to maintain its intensity once it drifts into the lowlands. And there's also some spot activity for the Olympic Peninsula. Again, pretty light in nature, but anywhere along 101 could see some light rain showers, and from Chehalis to Olympia and Shelton could see some activity along I-5 as well. So some spotty activity out there, and the reason why, we have this upper area of low pressure just to the south of Gulf of Alaska, and it's sending little disturbances our way. And we have another one for tomorrow, followed by another one Friday, and a stronger one that's going to work its way in late Saturday into Sunday. So we'll have periodic rain chances and even isolated storms, and that's the case tomorrow. This green shaded area is where there's a chance for isolated storms tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. Notice the Cascades, as well as even parts of Puget Sound, parts of Pierce, King, and Snohomish counties have a chance to see an isolated storm tomorrow afternoon. Gusty winds, small hail, and cloud-to-ground lightning are those main concerns. If you do see lightning or you hear thunder, just make sure that you move indoors tomorrow afternoon. Isolated activity tonight that really dissipates once we lose daytime heating. And then notice tomorrow morning it's dry, but we see some breaks in the cloud cover. So I think we could see partly sunny skies to start the day. That'll allow for some instability once we get the surface to start heating up. Those storms bubble up over the Cascades and the foothills tomorrow afternoon around 4 p.m. And some of that activity could drift into the lowlands, especially for parts of Pierce as well as King and Snohomish counties late tomorrow afternoon. So keep that in mind if you live in Tacoma or Seattle or Everett. There's that isolated chance for a storm with those temperatures climbing into the 70s, 74 tomorrow. If we do hit 74, that'll be the warmest day so far in 2022. This evening, any plans? Temperatures going to be mild, holding on to the 50s with that cloud cover acting as a blanket. Temperatures come down over the weekend into the 60s, but we rebound back into the 70s by next week.